Tracking Henri, the tropical storm could become a hurricane by the weekend, where its impacts could be felt in our area as warnings and watches are posted.
We stay mild and muggy, but I'll show you where we could see a few showers by morning.
Chiropractor by day, culinary connoisseur by night. This is News 4 Now. For August 20th, I'm Jen Maxfield. Coastal communities across our area are already bracing for the potential impact of Tropical Storm Henri. On Long Island, crews used industrial vacuums yesterday to remove standing water and sludge from storm drains in Bayshore. At the marina, owners are securing their boats to the dock in preparation for a possible storm surge. Henri is still hundreds of miles south of us, but it could send strong winds and heavy rain our way on Saturday and early Sunday.
Hurricane Sandy, I live 2 blocks away. I move closer. If you listen to what they say and you're careful, you'll be okay.
As of Friday afternoon, hurricane and storm surge watches in effect for portions of Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and southern Massachusetts.
With today's relatively quiet weather, it's a good day to start preparing for the weekend as we continue to watch Henri. It will be quiet as we get into the evening. Just mostly cloudy skies, temperatures falling from the low 80s into the mid 70s overnight and into tomorrow morning. We don't get rid of that humidity, and that may be just enough to touch off a few showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, especially for the evening. By tomorrow morning, again, mainly just gray skies. With that humidity and that warmth in place, no cold front coming through, we are just stuck with the same situation with temperatures mainly in the 70s to start your morning off tomorrow. 73 in the city, 74 in Newark, upper 60s from White Plains, low 70s, Islip and Bridgeport. Of course, all eyes will be on Henri this weekend, so stay safe.
Times Square is back open after a suspicious package shut down the area Thursday afternoon. Police say a bicyclist was seen tossing a tiny red tin near the famous Red Steps at Broadway between 45th and 47th. Witnesses panicked. The bomb squad was called in and evacuated the area. Turns out there was nothing but crumbs inside the container, and no one was hurt. We're learning more about a woman whose nude body was found inside an oil drum in New Jersey last Friday. The woman found in Ridgefield Park has been identified as Nicole Flanagan. According to a law enforcement source, the woman was seen on surveillance video walking into this high-end apartment building in the financial district the night before she was found. It then shows a man rolling a drum out of the same building and loading it into a U-Haul. Our source told us that man is now under suspicion in Flanagan's death. Now to a News 4 exclusive. Investigators make a disturbing discovery inside a Jersey City row home. Farm animals. Only News 4 was there for the raid. The Division of Environmental Health says it found at least 22 farm animals inside the 3-bedroom home on Horne Street after receiving a tip from neighbors. Those animals included at least 7 goats, at least 4 chicken carcasses, and a dead pigeon nailed above a door. Emilio Otero is renting the home. He told News 4 he does not sacrifice the animals as part of his Santeria practice. Otero insists he uses them only for food, which he claims is legal. But the Division of Environmental Health says otherwise.
And Jersey City has an ordinance that prohibits residents from keeping farm animals, livestock. It could be $2,000 and 90 days in jail.
The homeowner claims Otero has not paid rent since May, and the eviction moratorium is preventing her from booting him out. So far, Otero has not been charged. He wrote the book on sandwiches, quite literally. New York Live with the chiropractor. You heard right, the chiropractor, who knows all the best sandwich spots in the city.
Looking to turn your sandwiches into something special? Well, I've got a chiropractor for that. Jason Goldstein is a chiropractor by day, culinary connoisseur by night, and today we are talking sandwiches in the city with him. Clearly you know a thing or two about sandwiches because you wrote the cookbook. You also know something about spines, but I have tasked you to bring me to some of the best sandwich spots in the city, but we're going to draw inspiration from your cookbook.
Great.
Okay, so if I were to say eggplant parm.
We're going to Ruby Rosa's.
Ooh, okay. Lobster roll.
We're going to Ed's Lobster Bar.
You want to go?
Yeah, let's go. Let's eat.
But first, my shoulders.
All right, you got it. Let's go cracking.
Up. All right, so I turned to page 10 and 11 of your cookbook, and here's where we have the eggplant parm sandwich.
You know what's great about this eggplant parm?
Tell me.
Sometimes eggplant parm, the sauce gets mixed in with the soggies, the crispiness of the eggplant. Every layer is so perfectly put together that the sauce kisses you, then you get that sweet eggplant, and then the hug from the bread is so good.
Is anybody else looking at him right now and thinking, how is he a chiropractor? Oh, this is awesome.
Yes, yes.
This is how I want to start my day every day.
Amen.
So Jason, you are killing it with the picks.
Oh, thank
Tell me
you.
why you chose Ed's Lobster Bar.
It's just so authentic. The lobster is fresh. It tastes almost like an ocean breeze, hugged by the bread, and it's just so delicious. It just reminds me of Jersey Shore days as little Jason running around in the sand. Oh, it is so sweet. Isn't this so good?
You eat yours much neater.
No, you went in for it.
This has been such a full circle moment and a wonderful day. I feel like aside from the cookbook, aside from the incredible restaurant recommendations, you just have a really great message for people out there.
Thank you. Yeah, I just live your dream and be grateful and never define yourself as one thing and always follow your dreams.
Exactly what he said. You're the best.
Yay,
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We've showed you the absolutely crazy crash that police in New Jersey are calling a miracle because somehow no one was seriously hurt. A car launched through the front of a Wendy's restaurant and landed on a table right next to a family. Now News 4's Brian Thompson has more on how it happened from the scene.
It was surreal, to say the least, this Toyota Corolla flying through the air some 100 feet over a Wendy's parking lot, then hitting a car in the drive-through lane and the corner of this building before coming to a rest on its side just short of a family eating lunch at an outside table. Wagner Aguiar was sitting in his car eating lunch.
I noticed some black coming from the sky, and I thought it looked like a car, but I couldn't imagine that to be a car flying out that high.
But that's exactly what the surveillance video shows, a 57-year-old female driver inside apparently having a medical incident, according to police. They say it started here on Route 130 southbound as she swerved off the highway and through this grass lawn, narrowly avoiding a total of 6 trees and 2 utility poles. This tree at the top of the berm that launched her car, showing how close she came. Police say there were many miracles in this incident, including at the end, where you see the car sliding right up to the second table where that family was having lunch.
Just a matter of feet in one direction, and that table that they're sitting at gets wiped out.
With them?
Yes.
Car parts lie scattered around the launch point on this berm, testifying to the force involved. The speed of the car estimated at more than 70 miles an hour, but her seatbelt likely saved her life.
I heard her saying, "Help, help." It was a very faint voice. She was definitely hurt.
Without her seatbelt, she's a projectile in that vehicle. When it comes to a stop, she's still traveling at the speed of the car until her body comes to a stop.
But despite the altitude she reached, as seen in this video, and the speed she was going, her injuries are considered minor, according to police.
Still, it was something that Sergeant Holston never thought he would see in his career. And it had his daughter, when she saw the video, wondering if it was a bird. Nope, it was a car. In South Brunswick, Brian Thompson, News 4 New York.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.